Now the first instrument that we have with us is an analytical weighing balance. Now this instrument is considered to be as one of the most important and most basic equipment in any analytical laboratory. Now that is because whenever you are going for analysis, be it the food sample that you are going to analyze or be it the chemicals that you are going to use for the analysis, you have to weigh those. Now in order to weigh those, you have to make use of an analytical weighing balance. Now one important thing of this analytical weighing balance is it will give the weight very accurately. So in this particular device, it can give you the weight till 4th place of decimal. So that means the value or the weight that you will get will be very much accurate. So now if you see how this instrument is made or how it operates, so if you see, there are 3 glass doors, one is on the top, then these are all sliding doors, one is on the top, then you have on the left and similarly on the right. So now in order to operate that, you have to open the glass slightly, you have to slide open the glass door slowly, and you have to place the material in which you want to weigh the sample. Now that material can be a paper, it can be a weigh board, it can be petri plate or beaker. So depending on whatever the material you are weighing, you have to place it inside. Now while placing, you have to keep one thing in mind is what is the weight of the material that you are putting inside. Now suppose your instrument limit, the upper limit of the instrument is only around 100 gram, and in case if you are putting one beaker of more than 100 gram, around 150 grams, so probably you won't get the accurate data. Okay, so that's why you have to see that what is the limit of the instrument, and then by keeping that in mind, you have to keep the materials that you are placing inside. Now once suppose if you are taking paper for weighing, again you have to make sure that the paper that you use for weighing of chemicals should be kind of butter paper. Now why that happens is because, why it is important is because in case if you are taking regular normal paper, so sometimes it might happen that the chemical that you are weighing on that during transfer, it gets stick to that paper. So there will be loss during the transfer. So you have to make sure that the paper that on which you are weighing the chemical is of the quality which doesn't, on which your chemicals doesn't get stick to it. Okay, so once you keep the paper, you have to close the glass doors and then you have to tear the value. Okay, there is option in this regulator panel, so you have to tear the value. Now tearing means whatever is the weight of that material that you have placed in for weighing your sample, that you are removing. So once the paper you have kept, you have to tear, so that means all the weight of the paper is gone now. So now you have to again slowly slide open the door and then you have to weigh the sample on that paper, and then you again close the door and then you see what is the weight that you are seeing in the display panel. So that weight you have to note it down. Now you have to make sure that you are always weighing at least 3 times, so that you can do the average and you can get your final value. So the other thing is, whenever you are using an analytical weighing balance, you have to make sure where, you have to be careful where you are placing the analytical weighing balance. In case if you are placing the weighing balance in a place, in a table which keeps on moving, suppose if you are putting a hand somewhere in the table, it is moving. So in that case, even your weigh won't be perfect. So what you have to do is you make sure that your weighing balance is placed in a study table. Then also you have to make sure that there is no doorway nearby the weighing balance. Otherwise happens that because of the air wave change, even there will be fluctuations in the weight. So in order to see that there is no fluctuation, there is stability in the weight, you have to make sure that there is no a doorway or window nearby the weighing balance. The next thing is you have to make sure that the fan that is there in the lab or in the room, that is not working, that is turned off. Okay, so otherwise also because of the again change in the air waves, you will see fluctuations. Now sometimes it happens that you will see continuous fluctuations in your weighing balance. Okay, that means even if you are keeping something or not keeping something, your weighing balance, it keeps on fluctuating. Now to some extent it is okay, because it happens because these are very sensitive device. So even with the change in the air wave, you will see this kind of fluctuations. Now if that fluctuations keeps on happening, if you don't get any stable value in the weighing balance, so in that case you are not going to make use of that weighing balance, because it is an indicator that your weighing balance is not working properly. So whenever you are weighing, you have to make sure that at least for 2 to 5 seconds your weight is coming to stable weight. So and then if it comes to stable, then only you are going to note that value. Now again there are few more things that you have to keep in mind is, whenever you are weighing, so suppose if you are taking a sample in a petri plate which is hot, So you won't get exact value, okay, because of the change in the temperature, if it is hot or if it is cold, your materials that you are going to weigh, it will show fluctuations in the value that you are getting. So you have to make sure that the samples that you are putting in or the materials that you are putting inside the weighing balance, it is of normal regular room temperature. So keeping that in mind, you have to take the take the value. Now again, the other thing is, in case if you are having the samples which is having high moisture content, then also you will see fluctuations, because there are chances that there will be evaporation, it will keep on, the moisture will keep on evaporating, and then you will see changes in the weight. In case if your sample is very much dried, again it will absorb the moisture inside the weighing balance, and then again you will see fluctuations. So you have to keep those things in mind when you are using an analytical weighing balance. So I hope that is clear how this analytical weighing balance it works and what are the precautions you have to take. So anyhow, whenever we are doing the practicals, the experiments, then again we will see exactly how to take the weight and how to note the values. So that is all for this analytical weighing balance.